What's up, guys? This is Josh and Gwen. We're coming back to you again on our weekly podcast, POA podcast. We still don't know the perfect name to call it, but expect a podcast from us every week. We're excited to do this. Very happy about featuring, Cardano's impact on Africa, and also giving you an insight into what's going on with blockchain technology in Africa. So, without any further ado, welcome to our POA weekly talks with Gwen. Gwen, hi, what's up? How's it going?
Hi Joshua, I'm really good, thanks. I have to confess that I also really enjoy to have those talks. So I think that we are trying actually to bring some content, and we have seen on the YouTube comments that there is actually people giving us ideas and stuff. So it's really cool. Do not hesitate to continue because it's really how we're gonna improve it and make something that is actually interesting for you guys. So thanks and continue to help us.
Yes, sure. So, guys, we checked the comment on our YouTube, and we see your suggestion, your feedback, and your advice to on how to make this uh, a bit more quality than it is. And that's we're up for that. We want you to tell us what to do to make it better for you, to give you the best content. So, yeah, what are we doing today, Gwen?
So I think that today we have in mind to actually kind of highlight one project that we spotted on the Catalyst platform. One project which is actually in the Grow Africa, Grow Cardano contest section, let's say. So there is several projects in it. Some that we discussed already, like Ifoncier, and like today, I would like to talk about a new one on another topic. So you're gonna present us
Right.
the project, and then we're gonna just discuss about it.
Awesome. So, we're talking about elevating manufacturing in Africa under the Grow Africa, Grow Cardano challenge in Fund 6 of Project Catalyst um, on idea scale. So, this is actually an interesting project. If you read through the problem statement and the proposal in itself, they have a mini video, uh, like a 5 minute elevation, quick summary, executive summary type video for what they're trying to achieve. It's called Waya Collective, right? It's interesting because they're talking about a DAO, and if you know about us at POA and ABCD, we've been Gwen Gwen and I have been actively um, on the topic of decentralized autonomous organization and how we can actually grow into that. So having kind of like a producer and manufacturing economy run under a DAO in Africa, it's it's an interesting idea. What do you think, Gwen?
Totally, actually, it's one of the structure that we think that's going to be the future of not everything but a lot of things, having
Yep.
this decentralized organization that are actually ruled by the community and for the profit of the entire community, which means that
Right.
decisions going to be taken by the community instead of only a core team. Even if in any organization there is always a core team, but opening the floor to different people. So I think it's really good to see such initiatives in Africa.
Right. I mean, it's in their mission statement, right? They say they're building the first decentralized industrial network to replace and disrupt a historical exploitative industry with a decentralized and democratic network that incorporates all African producers. This allows them the participation in efficient and transparent value chains to produce at scale for the global market. Interesting. So we're talking about rapid prototyping, rapid iteration, having our producers down here in Africa participate in a more efficient and transparent value chain, like they said in their mission statement. I mean, what does that really bring to? First of all, let's deal with let's deal with the problems, right? They mentioned quite a number of those. Let me just identify and highlight what is going on here, what we're talking about today. Elevating manufacturing in Africa is what Waya Collective is setting out to do. This is what they want to achieve, allowing small businesses and producers to scale by building a decentralized autonomous organization for African producers on the Cardano blockchain. Wow, that's huge. So, what is the problem? What is the problem statement? The majority of African manufacturers are faced with problems based on the economic patterns and structures in African nations. The prevailing means of financial and economic survival is entrepreneurship, and starting business due to the unavailability of paid jobs and formal employment, right? Small business owners lack the infrastructure and economic provisions necessary to scale and expand. So, number one, small business lack access to working capital funds, hence cannot scale. This is a big problem. Number two, small businesses are faced with supply chain problems. Number three, lack of transparency and fairness. Number four, we have exploitative systems. Number five, we have lack of access to international markets. And how does Waya Collective try to solve, provide a solution, to these problems we have? They are providing small businesses access to the global market, which will inevitably allow these businesses to scale. And also, they are they're trying to coordinate production and the supply chain democratically. They also try to create a decentralized network encompassing all small scale African producers and manufacturers. Gwen, what do you think about this?
No, no, totally. Like showing this, I think it's actually one of the thing that needs to be done, and actually probably once again as a bit for some other problem that we already presented, but Africa is by nature decentralized, especially
Mm-hmm.
because like it's mainly like this informal market made of a lot of small producers, but not really connected to each other.
They're not connecting. Yes, they're not connecting.
And so no, but the thing is, with such a platform, it's always like a paradox because it brings a little bit of centralization in a decentralized world. But the interest is like it could, and I think it's one of the example they give. It's like they would connect all these people together, and they could, for instance, answer to international call for tender. I don't know if it's how you could call that, but for instance, let's say somebody needs producers for 10,000 pieces of fabric. One of those
Mm-hmm.
individually would not be able to answer this thing. But if they
Yeah,
are connected together, in link up together, that would be easier to manage. And they could
yeah,
still be independent, working on their stuff, but also having the possibility of working together inside a coordinated structure. And I think it's a,
right.
it's a really good idea.
Key word to take out from the key statement is Africa has been decentralized, right? And the problem of Africa is not more decentralization. I don't firmly believe that, but Africa has never been organized, and that is what the DAO is aiming to achieve, right? Not just the decentralization, but the organization of that, and that is where things get a bit interesting, right? Imagine if all these producers could speak to each other, could communicate in a decentralized manner, which they already have, right? So I think they want to bring that connection, that organization where business, small scale business producers and manufacturers could be incentivized, and that's what the DAO is for, to participate in the network for the betterment of Africa, and also to allow them enjoy the beauty and the riches of an organization that is decentralized, right? I hope I'm able to get the point across, because I think the approach here is building a decentralized network that creates incentives to participate and invest in the growth of Africa locally and globally. You can just capture all of that into feel that is what they're trying to achieve. What do you think, Gwen?
No, no, totally. And actually, on their on one of the document they're sharing, and I kind of like the statement because it's pretty clear for what they're doing. They say like we are building the Alibaba for African products. So I
Mm,
don't know if everybody's familiar with Alibaba, which is the a Chinese platform where connects all together millions of small retailers in Africa, in China, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
And so they all have a platform where they can show what they're doing first of all, but they can also like together answer to big bid saying like, oh, okay, by myself I would not be able to answer to this, but the supplier say, oh, I need X amount of whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
several small retailers going to be able to provide the thing together. And I think it's also what makes China strong on this thing is like, even if they are all across the country, which is the size of a continent, by the way, but like they are able to kind of work together. And I think that
Yeah.
if such a platform can be implemented thanks to the blockchain, which means like transparency, decentralized, like nobody have the total control of what's happening, it would be
Yeah.
really, really great.
Epic, man. You just summarized that very nicely. And I feel there's a whole lot that can be achieved when we organize Africa, right? When we organize the people and create a system where they can communicate. We've been far apart for too long. You know, you- I don't have a means to have. Sorry, there's no way for me to communicate with someone from a producer from Senegal. Frictionlessly. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
If we could create that platform where I can speak to an artist in maybe Burkina Faso or Cameroon, and we can have a China decentralized platform where we can communicate and exchange values, you know, to enjoy the riches of Africa from where I am. That is not there, and also for also on their own end, if they have any stuff they're trying to get my attention to, it's really hard for us to have that interaction, to get that communication and organization going on. And I feel this idea by Waya Collective idea is really great, and I would like to see and hear follow up and know how they're trying to implement that, make that happen, because uh, DAO is right at this point. I don't think anyone has successfully built one on Cardano, so it's pretty ambitious but not impossible. I'd like to get more details on how they plan to carry that out.
Totally. And actually, I would say like DAO in general are really like a dream, but there is not many things that are super successful. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it could be like one of these things that's gonna help to develop this. And I would like to add a little something to what you said, because I really understand your point about like how to get connected to other producers and stuff in Africa. And I would like
Mm-hmm.
to also take the vision of uh, an industrial or somebody who needs product, and we say,
Right.
I would like to work with Africa, but like let's
Mm-hmm.
face it and be totally honest, today if I want to work in Africa for a huge quantity of anything, either I have to find like 10, 15, 100 different producers, retailers,
Mm-hmm.
contact
Mm-hmm.
them, ask them for a price, blah 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 blah, which is going to take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to do that?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
You're going to go to
Exactly.
China, India, Thailand, where like it's organized already. You know that you have like
Mm-hmm.
the manpower and the structure to do that. So if you can create such a platform where everybody can still be his um, own boss with his own like
Mm-hmm.
structure and stuff, but under an umbrella, which can allow people simply, and I think it's one of the thing the team says, like somebody can just kind of come on the platform and click on saying I want X amount of this, and
Right.
behind the magic of this is like, oh, people are connected together, you need to work on that, I work on that, work all together. And the top on top, like the interest with the blockchain is not only to be transparent, but also allow like and to create a policy with like who's going to earn what. And thanks to
Right.
smart contract, you're sure to be paid, you know exactly what's the condition of being paid, and it simplified a lot of things. So I
Right.
totally think that it's a really great project to follow up and to really get our hands on. Yeah, definitely.
Think about, I mean, the market that it opens up to African producers. You're not thinking just locally, but globally. right? I'm talking rapid production, right? Because right now I can get to the to the manufacturer directly, to the producer directly. It takes all of the friction on the way off, so I can speak to the person directly. That means we can communicate in a decentralized and transparent way, right? And I get the thing done faster than any other options that are available, right? And think about what that means for the African economy. There'll be so much done, and to have lots of jobs, because now a new market has been opened for producers to access their clients even faster and work together with other producers, spurring innovative ideas and in startups, and allowing for the creativity of African uh, developers, African dreamers, African creators, um, creating that environment for them to even improve on their skill. Because if there's demand and people want your stuff, you're gonna wanna, you know, give them, where there's a place for you to a system that allows you to do more. You're gonna do more. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So, super super excited about this project. It's on Grow Africa, Grow Cardano challenge in Fund 6. Looking forward to meeting the team. And if we can, we're gonna bring them on here for you guys. Excited about this, Gwen.
Totally. Also gonna try to reach out to them and to talk a bit more. So as usual, we're gonna drop all the needed links in the description for like the Catalyst program. And just
Mm-hmm.
to sum up, I think it's like it enunciates this kind of projects that actually target really important things. So by that
Right.
I don't need that other projects are not, but like those things would enable everything behind. It's like
Exactly. More importantly, people that don't even know about blockchain are going to start enjoying the beauty of blockchain without even learning about blockchain. And these are the people that the blockchain technology, especially Cardano, is targeting, right? This is why they have huge interest in Africa. This is what it means to leapfrog. This is exactly what it means to leapfrog, right? Think about, like I said, the market it opens. This is money coming into Africa from globally, right? Um, Everybody, all the economy, if this is possible, I mean, all the different industries rather, are going to get affected by this if this is successfully deployed in the fashion market and clothing. I mean, think about farming, right? Think about agriculture. Think about a farmer in Nigeria being able to send their stuff directly, or have a direct contact with his buyer in Ireland or some place, and processing all that in a decentralized manner that doesn't that's transparent, and trustless. Where you know I mean, it's super interesting. It's never been done before. But I just imagine a rural farmer, having to participate in a DAO that allows them to enjoy the features and potentials that blockchain technology provides for them, right? So yeah, it's exciting. I may be rambling here, but I'm just excited about this.
so yeah, I think it's good for me on this topic. Once again, we're going to try to reach out to the team to give you more information.
Hmm.
I think it was pretty long format today compared to the other day, so I think that there is already a lot of material.
Sorry guys, we did a longer format today. We're excited. So without Gwen, you have any last words before we bounce?
No, I'm just gonna say hi to everybody. Thanks for listening to us. Don't forget to continue to follow. We don't like to say that, but just support a bit the thing, clicking whatever, you hear that on every video, but it's actually important because the more people see what we're doing, the more support we have, and the more thing we can do for the community.
Yes, sir. You heard the man. Do what you have to do to keep us running. Most importantly, delegate to POA if you can, right? If you can, delegate to POA. It keeps our activity alive and allows us to do more with our initiative. Just like ABCD, we have other plans, and we try to stay sustainable. Sorry for being preachy, but we kind of need the delegation, right? So, guys, that's it for today. We just wanted to share an interesting topic, interesting proposal that we found in Project Catalyst. And since they're building for Africa, we're all about Africa here. We just thought to highlight that and let you guys know what's happening. So, that's it from my side. It was nice catching up with y'all. Have a beautiful weekend.
And yeah, bye, guy. Actually, it's the end of the weekend already, I think. So have a good time.
Get ready for next week.
Yeah.
Get ready for next week.
And see you next week. Bye, guys.
See you next week, guys. Bye.